Hi, welcome to another episode of The Classroom. We talk about no-code, productivity, marketing, and I help you make credible wins online using no-code. I'm so happy to have you here. So, my name is Paul NoCode. Yes, I'm super happy to be here. I'm a no-code developer. I build mobile applications using no-code, and I also teach you how to do the same and share my experience alongside. That's why you're here, right? To learn a whole lot. So today, I'm going to show you how to choose the right no-code builder for your SaaS. Yes, how to choose the right no-code builder for your SaaS. I'm going to show you through the do's and the don'ts. Why is it that sometimes you choose a no-code builder for your product, it doesn't work, and then you choose another one and then it works? So instead of going through all those plenty hassle, I'm going to show you how to do it right off the bat so you don't have to worry about scalability and a lot of other things in the future. So meanwhile, if you want to learn how to build stuff with no-code, I have tons and tons of tutorials that will show you all that on my YouTube channel. Feel free to scroll down and go check it out. So let's get started. One of the first things to note whenever you're picking a no-code tool is security. I repeat, it is not the name of the no-code tool. It is not how popular the no-code tool is. It is not how nice or how affordable the no-code tool is. It's majorly how secure is the no-code tool. I'm telling you, your customers' data is everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. If anyone is able to see through your customers' data, you will lose their trust, you will lose customer, and they will never come to your platform ever and ever again. Data breach is real and it's something that you should be careful about. So you have to find out everything you can about the code, So you have to find out everything you can about the security of the platform that you're trying to use, and see if it's a good fit, see if it's a good fit for yourself, see if it's something that you can configure yourself if you're building alone, or if you're using a developer service, make sure the developer is able to walk you through the security do's and don'ts of the platform so you know if it's right for you or not. So another thing you want to think of, how scalable is it? How scalable is it? How big can you grow before the startup begins to break? How big can you go? How scalable is the database of the platform that you're using? So I'll tell you a backstory over here. I used to build with Adalo. You know Adalo, right? Adalo, it was one of the foremost no-code tools that came out. It was a very cool tool, drag and drop, everything you want to do, it was great. It was really, really great. But, one thing about Adalo is that as you add more data to it, it becomes really a bit tough for you to maintain. It becomes a bit tough for you to, maintain. Load time increases. It becomes a bit tough for you to, display those data that you really want your customer to see, especially if it's a long list of data. Because Adalo comes with its own database. Yes, it does come with its own database, and the standard database was a bit expensive. For example, I live in Nigeria, Africa, and paying $248 every month for a standard database in Adalo was pretty expensive. So I had to stay with the Adalo internal database, which is more affordable. But the thing is, it was a bit draggy. It was not very fast for me. It wasn't something that I wanted really, but I really wanted something that would be very fast, that my customers can just load data, do what they want to do, and get out of there. So this is something that you want to look at. When you begin to grow, will the platform grow with you? Or will it just stay right there and refuse to grow? So you have to think of this. Can this platform grow with me? If I'm starting at 0 users right now, when I get to 10 users, can this platform handle it? When I get to 1,000, can they handle it? When I get to 2,000, can they handle it? When I get to 1 million, can they really handle it? That's something you want to check out whenever you're choosing a local platform. And though there's some, a big caveat to all this, because some local platforms allow you to combine things together. And so that's where you have to think about your pocket. If this no-code platform allow me to combine their user interface and another database too, can my pocket handle it right now? Or will I be able to handle it in the future? That's something you want to think about, because the no-code database can be a bit pricey. Yeah, it can be a bit pricey. And that's where you have to think if you can handle it or not. So that's for scalability. Next is customer support. You can never overemphasize the fact that when you're building with no code, things are bound to break. I'm telling you, because it's code. You're writing code underneath, and you know how it is for code to break sometimes. Even sometimes you will see Facebook breaks, Instagram breaks, Twitter breaks, lots of other platform breaks. These are platforms managed by behemoths, people with huge amounts of money, tons of developers. It still breaks. So the fact that it's not the fact that So the problem is not that the no-code tool breaks, but the problem is, will there be support for you when your application is not working the way you want to? You've done all you can and you need somebody from the no-code tool provider to do something for you. Can they attend to you immediately? Because the more time your product breaks, the more the churn. Churn is like customers leaving your platform, right? Customers get to leave your platform when they experience bad service over and over and over again. So you want to ask yourself, how easy is it for me to reach out to customer service? And if they don't have customer support immediately, how easy is it for me? How easy is it for me to reach out to other people who use this platform to help me solve it? Do they have a forum where I can post questions? Are they very active on Twitter where I can just throw questions in there and ask? Are they active on platforms like Reddit? Do they have a Facebook page that I can really go there and learn one or two things and type my questions? Do they write articles? These are all part of customer support, and these are some of the things that you have to ask yourself before you choose this platform. And another thing to look at is user feedback. Before you started using these platforms, or before you choose any of these platforms, you will realize that other persons have used this platform already, and trust me, these persons are so good at leaving feedback. So you have to go read all these feedback. See, it can be really boring. Checking out this feedback on Twitter can be really boring. Checking out this feedback on Google or on the forums can be really boring. But you really have to check it if you want to have a very good product in the future. A very good SaaS product in the future, you really have to go check it out. Feedback is very useful. You have to ask people who are building already with this platform, what do you think about this platform? Is it good? Has it been good to you? What do you think about their customer support? What do you think about scalability? What do you think about all of these things? You have questions, you have to go back there and ask these questions. You don't start asking this question in the future when you finish launching your product already. That's when you want to ask about maintenance. That's when you want to ask about funds. That's when you want to ask about pricing. That's when you want to ask about customer support. That's when you want to find out what people are doing. No, you have to find out now. Go ask for feedback online. See what people are saying about it, and then use it to build your product. I remember when Bubble had this pricing issue, and a lot of persons were leaving Bubble because they couldn't cope with the entire pricing. They didn't understand it, first of all. They couldn't cope with the pricing. And Bubble really lost a whole lot of users because they didn't share information as regards to why they picked the price they picked. And people really gave feedback. And that's how people give feedback on every aspect of their products. About Bubble database, about Bubble database, about the user interface, about a whole lot of different aspects of Bubble. That's why you want to go online and search for feedback, so you can use these platforms properly and build your own product that people will be willing to pay for. So I'm going to show you some of my pick. There are tons of no-code tools out there, hundreds and hundreds of no-code tools out there, but I'm just going to show you my pick based on the ones I've used currently and the ones I have good report about. I'm going to show you my pick, and probably you might want to choose from this, or you might have some other platform that you think are better. Feel free to leave it in the comment section so we can learn together. These are my picks when you want to build MVP right away. Bubble for me is awesome because with Bubble you can build everything from your landing pages all the way to your dashboards. You can build everything. You don't need to combine it with any other platform to build to launch your MVP. Card enables you to validate your product as fast as possible. It's a cool tool. You should check it out. Airtable sounds funny when I say MVP, because if you're doing something that requires database mostly, you can really use Airtable to build your MVP. Combine Airtable and Twitter, that will make a very good MVP for you, really. And FLUTTERFLOW, it's cool. If your MVP is going to live on mobile, or it's going to live on the web, or it's going to live on the desktop, you can do so with FLUTTERFLOW. Software is another good tool, especially if you're building something like a directory. If your MVP is a directory, then you want to use a tool like Software. Then you also have Glide application. If your MVP is an internal tool, if you're building an internal tool and you want to build an MVP, so be it. You can use Glide to do so. And then these are awesome combinations for me because, like I said earlier, you would want to combine one or two tools together to get what you want. My favorite combination is Bubble and Xano. Bubble for the front end and Xano to handle everything that has to do with database. And also Card, my favorite combination with Card is Airtable because you can create the front end with Card, and then with Airtable, you can display those data very well. And another reason why I love this combination is that it is very affordable, like really, really affordable. You don't have to spend a dime. I think Card costs you around $9 a year. So with $9, you can actually launch your own MVP and put it in the market for yourself. And then we have FlutterFlow and Supabase. So the reason why FlutterFlow and Supabase is a good combination is because FlutterFlow gives you everything to build your user interface, while Supabase gives you everything to build your database in an SQL way. So Supabase is an SQL database type, right? That's what it is. But FlutterFlow comes with Firebase, and Firebase is a NoSQL type, which is not very common for a whole lot of people. So lots of persons want to use NoSQL, a lot of persons want to use SQL, so Supabase is a very good combination. And if you're doing something that has to do with membership, MemberStack, Airtable and Zapier are very good combination. So with MemberStack, you get to create membership plans. Then Airtable, you get to hide things behind the paywall. And Zapier, you get to automate everything in between. So those are some very good combinations for you to choose from. Let me know what you think about this combination. I know there are lots of other combinations, right? There's Framework, there is Webflow, there is Stacker, there is Adalo, lots of other combinations really. But these combinations really work for me when I want to get my MVP right off the ground and I just want to do things very, very fast. And the learning curve also, it's very good, especially if you're dealing with Card and Airtable, MemberStack, Airtable and Zapier. Learning curve is very, very, very cool. And for Bubble, I'm so glad to tell you that I have a course, a free course, like a 4 hours and some minutes course on Bubble that will get you started. For FlutterFlow, I have a course on FlutterFlow that will get you started. You will see it in my YouTube channel. Just click on my channel. You should see a course on FlutterFlow and Bubble to get you started. So that's it for today on the classroom. We talked about SaaS, how to pick your SaaS tool. That's what we talked about today. You know, what to know before choosing a SaaS tool for your no-code product. And that's what we talked about today. I'm pretty sure you will be able to build your MVP now that you've watched this. Feel free to leave a comment and subscribe if you're watching this channel for the very first time. And don't forget, you're looking forward to building your MVP, feel free to reach out to me and I'll be able to either build it for you or advise you. And if you're looking for a mentor to help you take your product from where it is now to where you want it to be, feel free to send me a DM below and I'll do well to help you out. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another class. Bye.